You bounce it, biggity, bop, 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 work your uppers up. You mix it when you clap it, when you bounce your uppers up. You bounce it, biggity, bop, 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 work your uppers up. You mix it when you clap it, when you bounce your uppers up. Shake, shake.
Hey y'all, it's me, Malibu Darby. Welcome to my channel. If it's not your first time watching, welcome back. Talking about makeup today, y'all. I have been, I don't want to say putting off because I was just taking time to review this product. I'm sure by the title you already know we're talking about the Fenty Bright Fix Eye Brightener product. Now, I'm doing a full detailed review. I've done wear tests. I've done all the things. Last time I did a Fenty first impressions for the powder foundation, I felt like I jumped the gun. I said I didn't really like it, and then I started wearing it, and now I love it. So I wanted to take a little bit more time to review this product. I kind of know all the ins and outs of it, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you're interested in learning about the Bright Fix Eye Brightener, you might be at Sephora right now trying to see if you should buy it. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the details about it, all the things about it. I'm gonna give you the details about it first, and then I'm gonna get to my personal thoughts about it. So this is the Bright Fix Eye Brightener. It retails for $25 at Sephora. I was a little confused, I'll be honest. Lately, I was having the feeling of like, Fenty is just putting out so many products. Is this another concealer? Because their other concealer is great, so I'm a little confused. But this is a little bit different. This is an under eye brightener that hydrates, brightens, and conceals, sheer to buildable. So this will not be full coverage under any circumstances. This is not going to give you full coverage. I and other people I've seen I've seen people use it to put under their eye and then put the concealer on, like just their extra coverage. So it comes in, I think, 16 different shades, some of which are in that peachy coral orangey tone to correct, and then some of which are skin tone. Today I'm going to be using Toffee, which is number 14, which is relatively skin tone for me. There we go. Relatively skin tone for me. I'll be honest, I'm kind of over the color correcting right now, at least. Now to get into putting it on. So here's what I'm going to say. If you are wondering if this is a good product, yes, I do like this product. But, everything has a but. It has its pros and cons. So this is just the packaging. It has its uses, should I say. So I don't think it is comparable with the other concealer, which can get to full coverage. I like to use this for, I don't want to say no makeup because the girls say no makeup and then they pull out 20 products. I'm literally talking about if you want a natural face, minimally, it's good for that. So this is how the applicator looks. Let me bring you guys in just a little bit. So this is how the actual applicator looks. So it comes through this. It doesn't have a little doe foot brush or anything like that. And literally the way that I see people using it, you can put the product on your hand if you'd like. But for me, the way that I found that I like to use it is I have here or I have there, or here or I have there. I have nothing at all or I have full beat. I don't like an in-between. But what I found this good for is when let me go ahead and start putting it on. When I want to wear no makeup just to run errands, like right now I'm about to go get my nails done. But I don't want to look dead. So I'm going to start with dotting it under my eye. So that is the shade. So this again is Toffee, which is the 14th shade. So there's a few darker than this. I almost put too much product on here. I'm going to even do a little bit on some dark spots. And this is literally when I don't want to put anything on, but I don't want to look like a corpse. I do a little bit around my mouth. This still has a bit of a peachy or reddish undertone to me. So it still does a little bit of color correcting for me. I tried the, Ease, the nude tint kind of foundation that they have. I did test that out in the store. But for me, if I'm going to go for light coverage, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all the steps of a full face just for light coverage, for me personally. So I'm just using this concealer brush to really quickly and softly blend it out. And do you see already how that's just kind of lightening or evening out, should I say, some of those darker spots. It is not giving me full coverage, but it is giving me a little more of an awake look. I'm going to take this and just go around my eye, a little bit on my lid too, because I have some darkness in my corners and on my lids, just to make my eyes look a little bit more awake. And I'm doing this for the video a little bit slower, but literally, y'all, I have done this in the car just with the tube and my finger, tap it under my eyes really fast, just so I don't look like what I've been through. So just blend that really lightly. It's super lightweight. It is sheer to medium. you're not getting full at all. But I will say the other concealer is completely can get the full coverage, but sometimes when I'm trying to just throw makeup on, the original Fenty concealer to me can just seem too heavy, and I'm like, oh, it looks weird now that I don't have makeup on with the concealer. I know that it looks very simple. This is just bare minimum. Bare minimum, dabbing it on real quick in the car with my finger, running in the store just so I don't look quite as like, you know what I mean? Quite as tired. So literally just to brighten the eye a little bit, which I think it does. I've seen some people use the peach one. Here's how I would do if I wanted to take a step up, where I maybe wanted to look like I got a little something on, but not too much. And again, I don't want to have to do my full beat routine because for me, like I said, there's not a lot of levels. I'm either doing a full lash or the whole thing, or I'm not putting anything on. And I felt like I needed something kind of in between for work or just things like that. So, okay, I'm going to take a little bit more to try to take it to a little bit more medium. So it just comes right out like that. I don't know if it's going to focus for us. And then just going to do a little bit more. Honestly, I don't need to. I like extraness. So I'm just going to take a little bit more under the eye. Oh. Well, that was way too much. That's one thing. I have used this a couple times, y'all. I'm still getting used to this tube. Because I feel like, maybe I just have a heavy hand. I feel like it's very easy for me to squeeze out way too much. I'm going to see how I like this blending. I usually use a brush, but I'm going to use this little beauty blender today just to blend this out. Especially where I put too much product. I'm just going to tap that under the eye. I've done this before, and then I've gone in with my regular Fenty concealer and just put a little bit in the corner of my eye, which I'll probably do today. So this is nothing else on. Just that. So now if I'm just doing a quick face, I'm just going to take my Fenty powder concealer that I love now. And just around the areas where I didn't put the concealer. Okay, so I popped on a little bit of like blush on my finger. Put on the Fenty Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow. Very minimal, like I said. This is really it. I feel like if I'm in the car or if I'm like, okay, I'm just running somewhere, I just don't want to look like complete trash because when I look my worst is when I'm always see somebody that I know. So if I just want to put on bare minimum just to kind of brighten my face a little bit, that is what I think this product is good for. Retails for $25 at Sephora. I don't think it's crazy. I feel like this tube should last you a long time. If you're looking to do a full beat, full face, if you were like, I want a new concealer and for that kind of look, I don't think you need this. I don't think this is necessarily a product you have to have. But if you are a girl, you're like, I just want something light, everything's too heavy. I just want something I can toss in my purse and just dab in the corner of my eyes and just look a little bit more awake, then I think this is good for you. Again, I'm kind of torn on, I love Fenty so much. They've been coming out with a lot of products lately, and sometimes I'm kind of like, did we need this one? But I get it because everybody's different. Some people want sheer to medium, some people want medium to full. I totally get it. So I think for that range, I get where this falls. I'm interested to see what they come out with next as far as complexion because they have a lot of complexion products and I want to see what they do next to keep it fresh as far as launches. But yeah, I do use it. I use it really often right now. I don't do a beat face every single day. So I actually have been using this more than I've been using my other Fenty concealer. So it gets a thumbs up for me. So that is my full detailed review on the Fenty Bright Fix Under Eye Brightener. Again, I use the shade Toffee and Toffee, which is 14 in their like range of shades. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll make sure I link this in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.